Turn your current home into your dream home. It's possible at the Home and Patio Show.
It's in town through Sunday at the Prime Osborn Convention Center. Not only will you be inspired with home designs, but also with food and flavor. Here's a little of what you can expect this year. We are getting ready for one of the biggest football weekends with the Jags playoff game this Saturday, but we're also getting excited for the Home and Patio Show, and we happen to have this special guest with us now who is also known as the winningest man in barbecue. Welcome, Myron Mixon. Thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to be here.
So excited because, I mean, you know all things barbecue, but first, we'll get into that, but tell us what you're doing here in Jacksonville this weekend.
We will be doing a demo at 1 o'clock. I think it's the Prime Osborn Convention Center. And the reason I picked the brisket for this demo is brisket is probably the toughest protein for not only the backyard enthusiasts, but also for competition cooks to get it tender, to get it moist, to get it done. So we're going to be doing an hour-long demo on the brisket.
Let's get some advice then from you on barbecuing. What is like the number one thing that you would want someone to know as they're getting ready to prepare a dish?
The thing about it is always follow your recipes, always execute as best you can verbatim on the recipe, but always use your meat thermometer when you're cooking proteins. Every protein out there has a documented internal doneness. Always use your meat probe. And if you do that, you'll never be overcooked and especially never be undercooked.
I've had a question too about this. When you're poking it, you know how they say when the meat is done, you let it sit for 10 minutes before you cut into it. Does the poking mess with that?
No, it doesn't mess with that. I mean, you're going to have a little bit of the juice come out, but I'd rather have a little bit of the juice come out than it be undercooked. And I don't want it overcooked. I want the meat to be juicy. I want it to be done, but I don't want it to be a dried piece of leather either.
All right, well, let's talk about how you got started in barbecuing. What inspired you?
My dad inspired me, Jack Mixon. He had a takeout barbecue business, and he did the old school stuff, burn down the wood, shovel coals. I did that, started working for him at the age of 9. Not to be a trained barbecue guy. We were free labor, myself and my brother. So I learned, started competing in 1996, and from there, became a 5-time world champion. Last time was in 2021. Now I do cook schools. I've got 2 restaurants, one in Alexandria, Virginia, in Old Town, right there, D.C. Also have one in Hoboken, New Jersey, about 15 minutes from Manhattan. So that's led to the cook schools. It's led to the cooking barbecue books, appearances, and, of course, doing the demos and stuff that we're going to be doing this weekend.
And Barbecue Pitmasters, that show, right?
I forgot about the TV. The TV's what drug the whole train. Don't let me forget that. Yes, Barbecue Pitmasters. That's kind of what started all of it for me.
Sounds like so much fun. And let's bring it kind of back to football now. We're so excited for the Jags this weekend. Why do you think barbecue is so synonymous with tailgating in football?
Easy, because barbecue's always been a social food. Always has been. From the time this country started. You're feeding big families, you're feeding friends and family. And now you're at tailgate parties, and there's nothing but friends and family there with you. So it's a very social food. There's something about fire and meat and all these things over a grill that, it's a camaraderie.
And I just have to ask, what is your favorite barbecue dish, either to make or to eat, or both?
Probably my favorites, because we won 5 world titles with it, would be the whole hog. But far as something that's easier to do on the grill, to me would probably be, I would say, my triple P, which is pork sausage stuffed in a pork tenderloin wrapped in bacon.
Pork on pork on pork.
That's why I call it the triple P. And the thing about it is, it doesn't take but about an hour and a half to cook it. It's a real great tailgate recipe because it's quick. You don't want to go to a tailgate party and sit out there and have to deal with something for 5, 6, 7 hours. You don't want to do that. I mean, not unless you're just really fanatical about it. You want to be able to do some good foods, want to do it quickly so you can enjoy the festivities.
That is so true. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It was lovely talking with you, and safe travels.
See you this weekend.
Yes. And if you'd like to see this segment again, just head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.